Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Peter from Commercific, and today I'm going to help you with three things. The first one, I'm going to help you to create your own Google Analytics account from scratch, so no prior experience required whatsoever. Second thing, I'm going to help you to properly set this Google Analytics account up. In my own experience, and this is what I can also read online, around 80 to 90% of these Google Analytics accounts are not properly set up for your e-commerce store, and this is basically keeping you from having reliable and quality data. This is a huge problem, and I'm going to help you take care of that in this video. The third thing is, if you have a Shopify store, I'm going to help you to connect your Google Analytics account to your Shopify store so you can really just jump right in and start collecting data right now. Okay, so here's the first step, creating your Google Analytics account from scratch. All you need to do is to make a general Google search. Search for Google Analytics. That's it. The first entry is most probably going to be the correct one. The URL is analytics.google.com/analytics/web. So let's click it. All right, and this is what you're going to see. Welcome to Google Analytics, and right here there's a blue button, set up for free. That's it. You need to click this one. Important distinction, you need to have an active working Gmail account for you to be able to get here. So if you by any chance don't have a Gmail account set up, then you either need to create a Gmail account or you are going to be prompted to log in to a Gmail account, but that's it. Okay, so let's click setup for free. Cool. And yeah, this is the first step, account detail, account name. So you can name your account to whatever you would like to. An important note to add is that sometimes I see that there are all of these different accounts created for like different stores or different properties or different pages even. That's completely unnecessary, and actually that overcomplicates things. So I highly recommend you have only one account and that's it. And via this only single one account, you can track all of your stores if you have multiple, all of your pages and whatever. So there's absolutely no need to create more than just one account. And you should name your account something general like Peter's GA account or some like account. Or you could name it like My Stores, or you could name it Ace Me Corp, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You just know that this is where you have it's kind of like a root folder where all of your sites are. Yeah, so that's it. So let's go with Peter's Stores, something like that. Cool. Okay, the second part of the first step is deciding about these. These are not really important for now. Just untick all of these boxes. Yeah, this is the second step. So you have three options to choose from: web, apps and web. Just go with web. That's all. That's it. We're going to measure a website, nothing else. Okay, third, properly set up. So this is basically your website or your store, and this is why you should name your, so here you should enter the name of your store. And it's important to understand this is not the URL. The URL is going to go here, so it shouldn't be like xyzstore.com, for example. Or actually maybe you can name it like that, but I would go with like, if my store's name was Peter Store, then I would go with Peter Store or Commercific Store or Commercific Test Store or whatever. So for now, let's go with Commercific Store, for example. Yeah, cool. Or yeah, maybe commercific.com, that could also work. So that's just a name. All right, website URL, this is a key component, this is a key thing, so you need to enter the correct URL here. And what's important is it won't be something like this. So this is this URL, which contains the myshopify.com part, this basically is the original which Shopify provides to you, but everybody's going to change it and everybody's going to buy their own URL, and that's what you need to enter here. So again, do not enter this one or the one which looks similar to this, but you should go with something more like, yeah, maybe conversific.com, conversific store.com, something like this. And you need to get rid of the HTTP or HTTPS dot backslash backslash part. And yeah, you should definitely select this. This is the secure protocol. Nobody uses HTTP anymore, basically. So just go with the HTTPS one. All right, and this is how it should look like in the end. I'm going to zoom in on just a little bit so you can see it better. So this is it. It should look like something like this. Industry category, yeah, you should select the proper one. Let's go with uh, automotive, beauty, and fitness. Whatever. Let's say that we are in the beauty and fitness category. So that's going to be our industry. All right, and then you need to select your time zone, which obviously your local time zone, or if you separate it from your store's time zone, which could happen, I would recommend you to go with the store's time zone. So, for example, I'm in Hungary, but let's say that I'm selling in the US and customer support is in the US. So I would go with USA or United States, for example. And then obviously you need to choose from this list, but it's easier to just search for your country and then you can search and select from the options. So let's say we are in New York, maybe. Yeah, cool. So yeah, again, name, URL, industry, country, and the time zone. That's it. And let's click create. All right, so you can change the language, and this is just for terms and service agreement. Now you just need to select it, I accept, that's it. Yep, cool. Email communications, so yeah, on-to-call and save. That's perfect. We don't need this. Actually, this analytics mobile app is pretty cool, but now for now, just ignore it. And yeah, cool. That's it. We are here. So you have successfully created your Google Analytics account, which is wonderful. Yay! Congrats. So what's next? Mm, Actually, there's Google Signals beta coming up for me. This is an interesting topic, but it's for another conversation. For now, you can just dismiss it. And yeah, take a look at here, the global site tag gtag.gs JavaScript. So this is just a small script. This is the soul of your Google Analytics account and your Google Analytics tracking. So what you need to do is to select all of it, which is in this tab, then copy paste it to your Shopify store. But I'm going to have you to do this later. I'm going to show you how it's done later. So for now, just remember that this is what we're going to copy and paste into Shopify in order for you to actually connect Google Analytics to Shopify so you can actually have data flowing in. All right, so for now, let's take care of the second thing, which is going to be the proper setup of the property and the view. So I just clicked on that black slash icon, and actually you can always access this part, which I'm showing to you by clicking on admin in the bottom left corner. which looks like the icon looks like a small cogwheel. So let's start with the most important thing, which is going to be e-commerce and enhanced e-commerce tracking. So basically, Google Analytics tracking is by default or originally was created for, tracking web traffic. But e-commerce is a bit more special, so we need to use these tracking options. The first one, e-commerce, and the second one, enhanced e-commerce, and you just need to click on, and that's it. Cool. That's all. That's it. Very important step. Definitely do not forget this one because without these, it's basically useless. Okay, here's the checker labeling. You can just ignore it really. It's not important anymore. So just click on save. Cool, it says success, so we are good to go. All right, so which we should definitely take care of is in the view settings. So this view's name is all website data, which is cool. This is the ID of the view. This is important to remember to know where to find, by the way. And this is the store's URL, which is cool. Time zone, cool. You can actually enter the URL query parameters. So when we're looking for like on-site search data, it's going to eliminate it. But for now, let's stick to just the basics, which is setting your currency. So since our store is in the United States, it makes sense to sell in USDs, but you can sell in whatever currency, and there's lots of them, so you can really just select the proper one. It's very important because otherwise it's going to be very confusing. So yeah, there are all of these. And yeah, let's for now just go with the US dollar. Bot filtering should definitely be taken on. Site search tracking, again, could be enabled, but for now, let's just stick to the basics. Cool. So far, so good, which is another thing which we definitely have to take care of is the setting up of the demographics tracking, which is something we are going to take care of. You can find it in the property settings. So again, I'm going to show you again. There are basically these three levels and three columns in Google Analytics. The first one is the account. This is the highest level. The second one is the property, which is the second level. This is related to your store, basically, and your tracking code. So you have different tracking codes on the property level. And a view is basically a data set of a sort. So you can create these different views based on the root or base raw data, and then you can create a couple of these things. You can change a couple things which are going to show differently in this data set. But for now, the important thing is to go to property, go to property settings, and you shouldn't track this in, by the way, but you should definitely track enable this, the demographics and interests report, and also enhancement contribution should be off. So that's the only thing which you really need to enable, and basically that's it. But of course, don't forget to click save. Success. And basically that's it. Now you have properly set up your Google Analytics account. It's important to add that these are only the basic settings, so you can go into more details and you can customize it, but I would only recommend it to advanced people, and if you really know what you're looking for and what you need to do, then you can do a couple of additional things. But for now, really, it's very good. It's perfect, and now you're going to be able to collect the data if you complete the last and third step, which I'm going to help you also. Okay, so if you didn't have it copied, I mean the tracking code for any reason, then I'm going to show you how you can access it again. So property level tracking info tracking code. That's it. So here it is. And you can just reselect it, recopy it, and then this is what we're going to paste into your Shopify store. All right, so this is the last step. So I've created this test store, and your Shopify store is going to look something very similar. So what you need to do is you need to log into your Shopify store's admin. Then you need to go to online store, which is the bottom one. And then again, go to the bottom one, which is preferences. So online store preferences, that's it. And now you're at the perfect place. And as you can see currently, this is the third option saying Google Analytics. So what you need to do is just paste your code from Google here. That's it, it's very easy. All right, this is not the one. Just give me a sec. Yep, and now this is the one. Yeah, okay, cool. And now you need to click on Save at the top, which is perfect, which is wonderful. And now what you can see is you cannot see the tracking code anymore, which is perfect. And you can see this. This is basically the code of the tracking code. So this is how you can identify it, and this is wonderful. This is perfect. And which you definitely need to do is use enhanced e-commerce box. This needs to be ticked in, and you need to click on save. Very important, because if you do not do this one last step, then basically it won't matter that you have enabled the enhanced e-commerce tracking inside Google Analytics. Still, Shopify won't be able to pass the data from the store, let's put it like this, to your Google Analytics account. So don't forget to check this one out also. That's all, that's it. Now you have your own Google Analytics tracking set up, and nothing should stop you from earning lots and lots and lots of money. So if you have any other questions left, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.